Have you ever thought that why can't I achieve what I am doing? You are doing something wrong in that. So if you think that you cannot achieve the goals, this video is for you. I'll be giving you timestamps in the description below. So if you want to skip through the points, you can go to the description and click the times. And I recommend you to stay till the end of the video because this video will be beneficial for you. You're watching Daily Enterprise and a part of Mantra, which is a lifestyle and motivational subdivision. Welcome. Number 1, you make your goals too vague. This is one of the drawbacks of making a goal. You have to make a quality goal. You do not want to make a vague goal that you can achieve within a short span of time. Goals should be made because you want to achieve better, more better than others. So make a goal that is possible to you but impossible for others. You have to make a quality goal. For example, I will run a mile in a park rather than having a vague goals like I'll go to the gym, I will do this, I'll do that. That is not a goal. That is just a task or a reminder. Most of us have the mentality of making a task to be a goal. So keep in mind, goal is different than a task. Number 2, you make your goals impossible to reach. This is one of the aspects where people do it wrong. They always set goals that is very impossible for them to reach. For instance, I am a person who is going to start a company and I just set a goal of reaching $1 billion annual profit. Is that possible? Never. It cannot be possible. That is very much impossible. You are just a startup company and with one day or 1 week or 1 month or 1 year, you cannot reach profit of $1 billion or $1 million. It's impossible. You have to set up the designated goal to build up your own business. Research on your business, what is the interest of your consumers or any of the aspects of your topic. Never set up a goal that is very much impossible for you in that instance. Okay, there's a saying, nothing's impossible. Yes, that is correct. But at that point of time where you are in, many of the goals which you're setting may be impossible. But after you grow up, after you build up your business or something else or yourself, that goal which was impossible before may be possible for you at that time. Number 3, you only list your long-term goals. Okay, third point may be awkward to you. We all have heard about short-term, middle-term and long-term goals. I have learned making goals was from school. Well, of course, many of us may learn about these kind of goals from school itself. But at that time, you do not know how appropriate is making a goal and how that goal will make our life much more better. Most of us doesn't have an appropriate goal in life. Kids under teenagers, youth may not have goals to achieve in life because their mind is so sensitive and they cannot understand things about this. But when they go in life, they will know how appropriate is making a goal. And to make a long-term goal, these short-term goals which you make or middle-term goals which you make is for shorter period of time. And most of the goals of short-term is kind of a task or a reminder or something else. It is not a real goal. And all these tasks or reminders are connected to the long-term goals. So rather than doing that short-term, long-term thing, you can make directly to long-term goal. You just make a long-term goal and then you make points under that. What will I do to achieve the long-term goal? Make some points how you effectively work on making a long-term goal achievable in your future. Number 4, you only focus on achieving one goal at a time. Okay, I know this point is slightly difficult to understand. Here's what you're doing wrong here. There is a trick in setting up a goal. While setting up a goal, as I told in the previous point, you have to set a long-term point. Under that, you have to jot down many tasks or the tasks that lead to your goal. But that task should be appropriate And while doing these tasks, you may develop an habit that will link to your long-term goals. For example, your long-term goal is writing an article, and the habit that you want to build upon should be reading a book. So you do not have a habit of reading a book. So according to studies, it takes almost 66 days to build up a particular habit. After you build up reading a book, you will get so many advantages. Through that content what you read, you can make an article. Long-term goals that we set, there should be a habit linked to it. Number 5, you live in an environment that doesn't support your goals. This point is somewhat true because most of us have this problem. Your family members, relatives, friends may not support you or the goals that you have set up because they think that the goals that you set up cannot be achieved. Okay, the goals that you set up may be not achievable at your age, but maybe you can achieve at a certain age. If you set up a goal that is impossible to achieve at the age of 15, but that goal may be possible to achieve at the age of 30. So you have to wait for the chance, you have to wait for the time to strike. Till then, you have to build up your character, you have to build up your knowledge, your skills, everything to connect that goal that you want to achieve in future. Number 6, you get discouraged by all the work you have to do for the goals. When you have the target of hitting the long-term goals, you may face many difficulties and many of us may let it go and we would not achieve the goals. That is what we do. But the fact is that you should not see it like that. You have to achieve it. How? Whatever happens in your life, you should never ever give up. That is the biggest thing that many of us do it wrong. You give up. And the people who do not give up are maybe being a successful person because they have achieved the task because they never gave up. So think what you're doing, trust yourself and go on with your goals. Number 7, you waste your downtime. Here downtime means your free time. Whenever you get free time, many people use that free time for unwanted stuff. I do not say that you spend your majority of the free time on your tasks that you have to achieve. At least spend 50% of free time on achieving your long-term goals. If your long-term goal is to start up a business, you can utilize your free time by listening to podcasts about businesses, about successful business people, or read books about successful business people, or see videos about how to start up a business and many things related to that. Other 50% you can utilize for your free time. You can utilize for your leisure times like playing games, watching movies, etc. So utilize your time wisely as time never comes back. So think about it. Number 8, you have no system of accountability. Many people may think, what is accountability? Accountability is being responsible for. This point may be awkward to you, but it may help you to achieve your long-term goals. You may think, how is this possible? How can I achieve your goals through these accountabilities? For instance, you announce your goals publicly to your relatives or family members, and they're willing to work with you to achieve that goal. So if there are people who are willing to trust you, you can make use of them to motivate yourself. Number 9, you fall victim to all your negative behaviors that you are trying to avoid with your goals. This is one of the point where most of the people are trapped in. Everybody of them have negative behaviors, but for the particular task or particular long-term goals, you have to eradicate that type of bad behavior that you have. Running a business needs a very good concentrated mind for that. If you drink or smoke and lose your mind, you cannot run a business. It needs more concentration and more reliability on it. Number 10, you get stuck on the end results with your goals. In an article of James Clear, he brilliantly suggested that our focus should be on the system we implement to reach our goals rather than the actual end result. This quote by him was brilliantly said. You should never ever focus on what will happen at the end rather than focus on what you are achieving on. For example, if you want to have a healthier diet, you have to stick to the diet plans that your dietitian give you rather than thinking about the desired goals or desired end results that you want to be, but you will never ever achieve that thing. So stick to it. I hope that these tips would make your goal or strategy more better and achievable in your future. So if you like this video, don't forget to like the video, and if you liked our channel and our contents which we post, you can always subscribe to our channel, and by subscribing also press the bell icon so that you'll be notified when we post a new video. And do share this video and the channel to your friends and family so that they also will be supported by this information that we post. Thank you and have a nice day.